Alrighty, good everybody. I'm back with our youngest competitor. What is your name? Well, get this close up to you, mate.
Okay.
Let's get you in the mix. So, who the hell are you, buddy? What's your name?
Rowan.
Rowan. How old are you, Rowan?
I'm 14.
14 years old. And so, what's your buzz here? You're entering the comp. What are you doing?
I just like business. I don't know. I always like
you like business,
trading
my man.
stuff.
Trading
Yeah.
stuff. So tell me, so you're 14 years old and you're entering the Innis 48.
Yeah, with my dad.
Tell me about what you're into business. Like, what do you like? You're not down with like I don't know, skipping rope and shit. What are you up to?
Well, I went to the one in Tauranga
Yeah.
with my dad. He just brought me along, and because he thought I might be interested, and I really liked it. We did really badly in the competition.
In the team?
Yeah, but it's okay.
What was the idea?
It was a coffee app
Okay.
where people who really liked coffee couldn't find the place.
The
with
good beans.
The good beans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's right.
I'm sure you'd look down on Starbucks.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. That wasn't one of our people.
So what gets you into business? What's your buzz? Always been into it.
Yeah, like Monopoly, getting way too hyped about that. Then
What, Monopoly? Is
Yeah.
it what's the one around there? Is it Mayfair Park Lane? What is
yeah,
it?
I used to always just get so stressed and all about that, and everyone would be like, "What are you doing, Rowan?"
What with
Yeah,
Monopoly?
yeah.
So where are you from? Tell me your story. What's your buzz? I love it. This is great.
I'm from Hamilton, and I. What do you mean?
Like you go to school here?
Yeah, I go to Hillcrest High.
Is it the one just across the?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's a good school, really good.
If anyone's got any questions here for Rowan, feel free to ask. Our youngest competitor, 14 years old. And so what's happening right now? You've got your dad and stuff in there?
Yes, my dad's in the workshop right now. I didn't want to go because I went to the other one, but I just want to have some headspace. Yeah.
What are you thinking about?
Well, our team, we're still struggling to come up with something, so
Yeah.
it's kind of stressful.
When did you first get into business?
Probably when I was 10.
My man. Tell me the story. This is great.
Well, it actually started with board games. Me and my dad would play a lot of board games, like
What do you play?
Terra Mystica, Imperial, Dominant Species, and they're all like,
Sounds like some tech shit.
yeah, quite.
So it's not like chess.
No, I like chess, but it's not.
See, we
like
play some chess.
Yeah, and there's lots of like trade and
And so you got into board
Competition.
games at 10? So tell me about...
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what's the tie into business? Was it like competition?
well, yeah, the competition and like the trade aspect, and then it just got me interested in wanting to go to the one in Tauranga, and then I loved that so much.
Was that the first kind of business
Yeah.
event? Tell me, what was that experience like?
I was kind of nervous because I was the only young person really there, but then basically I mainly just listened to other people and what kind of ideas they had, and yeah, so I liked that.
But you listened to them and you guys lost, so maybe you should listen to you.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And so we've got a question here from Emily Jensen. Where do you see yourself in 10 years, Rowan? Good question. 14-year-old Rowan, if you've just joined us. Rowan's in the mix, our youngest competitor at the Innis 48.
Yeah.
So in 10 years, so how old will you be then? You'll be 24.
24.
Still so young.
Yeah. Well, I don't really know, but it's hopefully business, hopefully entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your passions with entrepreneurship? What kind of stuff in business landscape you liking?
Really, well, I'm going to Thailand this year with my dad, and I'm going to buy football shirts, bring them back here and sell them to my friends.
Authentic football shirts?
Of course, yeah. No.
And so what type of football shirts?
I'll tell my friends they're fake, of course.
Yeah.
But just...
But then on Trade Me, maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's pure entrepreneur. I love it.
Yeah.
And so will that be your first import type thing you want to do?
Yeah, I've been planning it for a while. I don't know if it'll work, but I hope it does.
Are you going to have a name for it? Like, what's your business model?
Name. No, just go to markets and just
Okay,
buy
yeah.
it and yeah.
And so you'll just take it to get an extra bag allowance on the way back? Or
Take
ship
it with my luggage. I don't. Yeah, I think you can. Like,
And how are you gonna fund it?
I will fund it from like doing chores around the house and getting money.
Nice.
Hopefully, yeah. And just Christmas money, whatever money I can get.
And save it all up?
Yeah.
And go, okay, so you got your first, that'll be your first business? And so when you go to Thailand?
I go in July. Yeah.
Have you done market validation on what team jerseys to buy?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that soon. I'm gonna talk to my friends and like.
What do you
see
think?
What
So what type of football? Like English football?
Yeah, English,
Okay.
soccer,
Yeah.
football. Yeah.
Who's the top? Who's the top at the moment?
I think it's. I forgot. Oh gosh.
It's not good market validation, mate. You
No,
might
it's
get the wrong
not,
team. You
yeah.
can save up all your Christmas money. You get the shit team. You're stuffed.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything because I'm probably going to be wrong. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Luke Taylor join us. Mia King join us. What's up? Evelyn says, love this kid. There you go. 14. Rachel G's here. What's up? Have you heard of Rachel G?
No.
She's epic. 16 years old. Absolute weapon.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, wifey's ringing. I might actually have to answer this or I'll get... Tell them a story about something epic and give me 30 seconds.
Epic.
Okay, go. You tell them. I can answer my phone call. If I don't answer this, I die.
Epic thing.
Tell them about something epic.
Okay. I was in Thailand and there was this massive. We were just walking on the street and there was this massive Komodo dragon thing, like the size of this table, and it was just walking along the street and everyone just walked by it like nothing had happened. It was pretty cool.
What was it?
A massive lizard, like this.
Where? In Thailand?
Yeah.
James Kemp's joined us. James Kemp, he's also a weapon. What's up? Dude, so 14-year-old entrepreneur here. So
No, just like it.
tell me about, so what's the hook for the business though? You just love business.
Yeah. Want to. Yeah, just love business.
Where's your what websites and stuff do you read? How do you get your content, or how do you get inspired for business?
Talking to my dad a lot
Yep.
about, because he's a computer programmer, so he works with a lot of business people,
Yeah.
and yeah, he just talks about the people he works with and their sort of ideas and how they do it.
Do you read books and stuff?
Books.
What are you into?
I watch on YouTube this guy who he's not really connected to business, but he kind of like talks about people, and Jordan B. Peterson.
Okay.
And
Jordan B. Peterson?
yes, that's,
All right, if anyone's out there heard of Jordan B. Peterson,
I don't know, it's just very inspiring. Yeah.
and what type of stuff is it? So it's not necessarily just the straight business.
No, it's like psychology and stuff. But yeah.
And at 14 years old, what's some of the stuff that he's teaching you?
A lot of things, like why people do things and like the reasons, and basically I don't know, it's just he'll talk about like yeah, basically just the reason people do things and psychology behind it.
How'd you find him? Just articles or something?
No, my dad watched them, so I just watched them one video and really liked it. So, yeah.
And so how you found the first competition for last night? Did you stay up late? What was your buzz?
Pardon, sorry.
How long did you stay here last night?
Stay here. I wanted to stay later, but Dad.
What, you got tired?
Yeah.
So what time you leave?
10, only 10.
10?
I mean 10:45. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some rookie numbers, mate.
I know, I
We were
wanted
here
to
till
go
3
there.
o'clock. So what time would you have stayed to? Like 2, 3?
Yeah, some of the teams did.
At least
But
midnight.
I would
So-
be way too tired.
So future trends, what as a 14-year-old, where are you thinking the future trends are? With what you think.
Yeah. There's so much like gaming and like all that going on now. It'd be cool if it was like flying cars and all that, but
Well, esports, the fastest growing sport in the world. Yeah. So what are some ideas you've been working on at the moment, or thinking about? Like, what's some of the kind of, where's the energy going?
We've changed like 10 times, and we still don't know what we're doing.
Cool.
So we started off with some techie dentistry thing in Thailand, and New Zealanders going and having a holiday in Thailand and doing dentist stuff for cheaper.
Yeah.
And then now we're doing Thai acupuncture and using an app to help them take their clinical notes or something, and selling avocados to China and stuff like that.
You guys are going... Okay, so... Yeah.
Pretty crazy stuff, yeah.
So you've got tourism to Thailand for dentists.
Yeah.
You've got... What was the other one? Thai acupuncture?
Acupuncture.
What, in New Zealand?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you've got avocados to China.
Yeah.
Have you checked the market of avocados in China?
Yes. Well, one of our team members knows exactly how to create a demand there for it, because they don't have avocados there.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know this before this. No.
And what's some of your ideas?
My ideas. The Thai dentistry one.
Why is that? Tell me about that.
Well, I was thinking about it before. Me and my dad were thinking about it before this competition, and it kind of fitted in with it, so we wanted to do it. Then we realised maybe to go more, I don't know, on like, because it's not very technology based, so it wasn't good enough for this competition.
Which is true, because that's what I was going to ask you. Like, if it's the future trends of it, how does that plug back in?
So, well, right now, people do go to Thailand to get the dentist stuff, but they don't trust the dentists there. So maybe our one would be creating a system so we certify that they are trustworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other ideas?
Other ideas. Well, I thought of something to do with like coin stuff. Like, so you would pay the app owner $100, and they would give you $100 on the app, and you can just pay people for doing stuff using the app. But Dad told me that was Bitcoin, so we couldn't do that.
I was about to say, have you heard of Bitcoin?
Yeah.
So have you done much digging into it or no?
Well, I kind of wanted to look at it and see if there's anything they didn't do wrong. They could be improved on, and I feel like we could do that, but it's not enough time to start researching about things to do.
How have you found with such a small amount of time to do so much?
It's just getting more stressful and more stressful because...
How are you dealing with I mean, what's stress for a 14-year-old? I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember what stress was like for me at 14.
Well, there's still like schoolwork I have to do in the midst of this, which is going to be annoying. I probably won't end up doing it though.
Why is that? Don't tell your dad that you're on Facebook Live, mate.
Am I?
We'll cut that bit out. You're going to totally do all your homework?
Yes, I will.
Totally. Have you got homework this weekend that you're supposed to do as well? As well as this?
An essay.
What's the essay on?
It is on English, creative writing.
Yeah.
So
during the 48, because it's basically from 5:30 Friday to 5:30 Sunday.
I could just write about this weekend.
There you go.
Yeah.
And when would you write that? You do it Sunday night?
Yeah, probably after the competition.
So tonight's the last night before it all finishes tomorrow. How much sleep do you think you're going to get?
We're going to stay up all night, maybe like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, as long as it takes, so we can...
Smack it up.
Yeah.
All right, if anyone else has got any questions here, I'm joined by the one I know, the youngest competitor here today, which is amazing, only 14 years old, and he's up against like all these other guys. So behind us there's a market, a business model workshop going on, and is your old man in there? Is that what's going on?
Yep. Yeah, my team is in there.
Heidi's joined us. Hi Heidi, how are you? I'm in Hamilton, so Heidi's my mother from the States. If you're in the North Island, Heidi, the South Island, North Island, we'll go about an hour and a bit down from Auckland. So, and she'll be checking it out. And I'm with a 14-year-old entrepreneur who's about to create not create Bitcoin. Bitcoin's done. You might do the Thailand dentistry thing.
Yeah.
Roger Bennett says you'll be someone to watch, Rowan. You're starting young, which is great. Hey, if anyone, actually everyone out there, let's leave a comment and give this guy some props, or say something rad, or a question for Rowan because he's 14 years old. I literally when I saw you on the table, I thought that like like you were getting babysat or something. I didn't realise you were
Yeah.
actually in it.
Okay.
And now I feel like way more stoked. And I feel bad that I judged you because everyone's like, there's like heaps of like, not older people, but you know, there's a lot of other people here. Have you met
Yeah.
some of the other crew? There's quite a bunch of people here.
Yeah, people have talked to me. I've talked to them. Yeah, it's a whole lot of people. Some ideas that are really amazing. Apparently, that's what the mentors are saying.
Very cool.
And yeah, probably very hard to win this. Probably.
But it's all about the
Yeah.
idea though, and then be able to execute out. Anything else you want to say to all the team?
I don't know why you guys are watching me, but yes,
Hey, dude,
thank you.
You're a 14-year-old that's just killing it and getting at it, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You got to start somewhere. That's the thing. And the reality is, there's probably a lot of people that I'll see 44-year-olds that want to start something or do something, or maybe
Yeah.
they're in a job that they hate or whatever, and all they want to do is get out and
Yeah.
follow their passion for
Probably
it.
not age, is it?
Well, you probably think that age is probably against
Yeah.
you, right? The reality is, age is probably like the best thing you've probably got. Because now
Yeah.
you can, eat shit for 20 years and you still
Yeah.
be then you'll be as old as me, and I'm still getting started.
Yeah.
So you went through 10 ideas in the last day. If you try 10 things over 10 years and only one of them pops, then sweet, you're 24
Yeah.
and you got some good problems.
Yeah.
So I think it's awesome, man. Like, Heidi says, good job. There you go. Let's give Rowan some more props. Tim Willis, jump on in, give him some props. We're a 14-year-old Rowan entrepreneur here. Abby, you can jump in next. All right, jump in now. We're good.
Okay.
We'll go in the mix. My man. Oi,
Thank you.
go get those ideas rolling.
Yes.
Get active.
This one?
Yeah, jump on in. Whatever you want. Hey,
Hello.
Rowan. Stuart says time is on your side. Keep it up. Rowan, it's getting props.
Can they see me as well?
Oh, yeah. Oi, Rowan. Matt says if you're motivated at 14, when you're 30, you'll be huge.
Okay.
So that's good. Good work. Thanks, Matt. Props. Happy with that.
I can't compete with that.
So he's 14.
I know, it's so
Stuffed
cool.
up.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
Abby,
cool.
tell everyone who you are, what you're doing. Tell me about what's going on.
I'm Abby, I'm 23, this is my third time doing the Innes 48, so third time lucky. I'm a freelancer, I do a bit of event management, marketing, web design, photography, quite just figuring really out where my strengths are / what I'm interested in, so it's all I'm definitely at the start of my journey. So this is just a great way to meet cool people and come up with some cool ideas. And
Have you seen it grow from the last couple of years?
this year's it is kind of a different vibe. Like the first year, which is good. I actually prefer this. It's more of it feels more realistic. Like it feels like people are actually taking it more seriously rather than getting so caught up in the hype of it. Like the first year I did it, all the teams were so hyped and which was cool and it's important, but we weren't actually getting anything done and we were just going and so that's the difference. I think is this year everyone's actually keen to get things done as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm noticing anyway from what I can sense from
And
talking
how's
to other people.
the thought around the theme?
So much better. It's made it so much easier. Before the past 2 years, there was no theme, and we were just so sporadic and just had nothing to really go on. And it was too open. It made it a lot trickier to come up with an idea faster. Because straight away now, as soon as anyone comes up with an idea, it's will it win? Is it part of the theme? If it's not, can it move on? And it just made that process so much faster.
Yeah. So kind
I
of giving
appreciate
guidelines has made it a lot easier.
I appreciate the theme a lot. Yeah, I think it's cool, and I think it's a cool theme as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So to Kristen Harper's just joined. Welcome. This is Innes 48-hour business startup competition. We'll be talking to that guy later. He's onto some shit. So where's your headspace at with what you're thinking around your business and stuff now? What were you sort of at?
So we're looking at we've got two options. You can go with a theme, or you can go without the theme, but you won't get to pitching. So we're going to definitely stick to the theme. We're in it to win it. Future trends. Yeah. So basically, they've given us some thought guidelines, which basically if you've just joined, it's a lot of technology-based stuff, user experience, virtual reality, all of that cool stuff. And so we're definitely going to stick away from drones. We know that much. Everyone's got a drone. Everyone's doing drones, so we don't want to do that.
DJI and GoPro are squashing the market.
Hard. We're not even going to bother. But we are looking into making sure that we have a really obvious problem that we're trying to solve, because there's a lot of cool tech that is just really cool tech, and that makes it a lot of the time a fun little gadget, but we're really trying to make sure that we integrate tech with solving a problem. We're really looking at the mental health industry.
Interesting.
So
we're at the stage now where we need to go away and actually go through our validation form and see, is this actually something that can help?
So what's the idea?
So, everyone will steal it. No, just kidding. And the idea is...
They'll share it.
Yeah. Hard. No, so the idea at the moment is, and keen for everyone's feedback, pipe in.
Actually,
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do real-time...
Advice and thoughts.
Okay, we've got 15 people watching, so right now let's like just crash and burn her dreams or give her golden credit.
Hard. And give me like valuable advice. Like don't just be like sounds cool. Like tell me like have you experienced this? Like is it relevant?
Dan Cleekle, you're in on this. Kristen, you're in on this. Everyone, let's help this out. Go.
All right. So the idea is we're already using our phones for tracking our sleep patterns, tracking our like Facebook tracks your social media usage. Everything is trackable. So let's bring that into a lifestyle app that's really quirky to use, that can tell you when you're at your optimal performance. And so if you have, for example, a sporting event coming up, you can be like, that's the day, I need to be optimal for that. It also tracks when you're feeling down compared to, and what things you're doing. For example, you went to McDonald's and you spent $5, so that integrates. You exercise that day, so you're actually feeling good that day. So it all integrates to show you what things you do that make you feel good and what things you do. And then when you start to decline, it can come in with things that you need to do that work for you specifically to get you back up on that upward, like optimal self-awareness kind of. We're figuring out how to articulate it in regards to mental health. Is that what your question is? So in regards to mental health, we're not going to market it as an app for mental health. I've experienced anxiety myself, and a lot of our team members have some experience or know somebody who's experienced depression, and when you're in that stage, it's very unlikely that you're going to download an app that says this is going to help you with depression, because it's a very anxiety I can speak for. I won't speak for depression, but you feel like very isolated, and you know, it's actually quite a shameful thing, which is a stigma and stupid anyway. So
the same thing, if it wasn't for John Kerwin to talk about mental illness or mental health, the same thing, people wouldn't have talked about that.
For sure, yeah. So it's not going from the angle of the marketing side of it, and like it's actually called more of a quirky lifestyle app to see what's going on with you.
So
but behind the scenes, it would be tracking. Actually, this person's been not very optimal for a few weeks now. Maybe there's something more going on.
How do they define and track what optimal is on a one-to-one basis?
We're going to send, the way we're seeing it now is at this. It all came from these headphones that exist now that can like kind of sense whether you're stimulated or not. But then from that we were like, no one's going to wear headphones around every day, but we do have this in our hands
all day. Every day. I need music the entire time, or else this is freaking me out without music.
Hard. But these are expensive headphones, so it's not as accessible as a mobile phone, for example. But for example, during the day we're holding our phones. What is it, like every 30 seconds we pick up our phones or touch our phones or something now? So we'd have a few notifications come up and questions during the day because it will need to.
So it's done through push. Sync, is it potentially also sync with
to Fitbit, to Sleep Cycle, to your bank account to see where you're spending your money? If you're buying a whole load of like shit food, but you also buy healthy food, and when you're generally eating all this healthy food, you're feeling better. So it will be a process of collecting the data, but it will definitely sync with everything.
And in terms of the market validation, have you looked at the other players around? Feel free for anyone else to jump in with any feedback,
comments,
questions. But obviously, say with stuff like, is it like with Withings and stuff that's been doing their stuff with Apple Health, open up the API for their different info to be able to work with other third-party apps. Have you done some digging into how?
We're about to run away in about 20 minutes, and that's our next step, is market validation. We've just come up with this idea. At this stage, it's an idea that our team is all passionate about, which is so important, I think, going forward in this competition especially. There's so many times where you've got half people are into it and it'll do, but it doesn't excite you, and I think that's a massive driving force, especially when it comes to pitching. So at this point, we're excited about it. We see value in it. We've asked the tech mentors, like, how doable is this? And the tech exists, so it's not, we can pull it together. So in regards to market validation, competitor analysis, that's our next stage now. So if anyone knows off the top of their head someone who's doing something similar, please comment and let us know. Because
Stuart Hartley, agree with Robett's initial comment. Thank you, Stuart. Appreciate that. What is optimal? How does my optimal level compare to, say, Robett? Oh shit. Well, it's an interesting question, because you're defining what optimal is, right?
No, it's individual. So you're
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So how would you articulate your optimal. Like an interesting thing I saw when I was in Vegas last year for the CES Consumer Electronics Trade Show. They had a smart water bottle that could in real time track your hydration levels.
Cool.
Based on, I was like, that's interesting. But then they were talking about the gamification of that when it's plugged into, say, the NBA, and LeBron needs to have 400 mils in the next 20 minutes or whatever, the thing is based on how much he's moving, how much he's using. But what his optimal is obviously going to be based on his height, weight, this and that, and whatever else as well, right? Like on a practical level, is it a danger finding or trying to define what optimal is through tech?
Yeah, I think optimal's a word.
It's an
interesting word. I think that we're still working on our wording to articulate what it is. Optimal was the first word that came to mind. It's not necessarily the angle that we'll go with for it for exactly that reason. But for example, I can tell you that I'll have days when I'll feel like extremely happy, and maybe that's because of like exercise, and maybe I work for myself, so getting into that stage of productivity is huge for me. It's like and I actually don't know. I can't tell you which hours of the day I'm most productive and what I can actually do to get into that state. So for me, it would be helpful to have something that could track and tell me, Abby, like, you've got a deadline today, like, you need to get this done, so you need to make sure you get up, exercise, do not eat this, and here are some things that are going to help, because I think a lot of the time self-awareness is lacked, and I think this is more of a self-awareness app than maybe an optimal app then. Or, I mean, I'm interested to hear your thoughts, like, how would you describe what I'm describing in a few key words?
I think the question is, if she's talking about potentially a one-to-one personalised, app-driven API across health, fitness, wellness, all the rest of it, how would you define optimal? Is that the question? How would you define?
Or would optimal be the word we use? Like, is it being optimal, or is it just being more aware of when you're productive or not?
Or if you say peak makes it feel like it's like hyper. Is that then instantly down to high performance? Okay, here we go. Amy Paulette, also as an individual, if you've had a lifetime of unhealthy choices, you have no idea what optimal feels like. Fair call.
Yep.
As you moved into a healthier lifestyle, what felt optimal would shift as you get healthier. Shit, that's actually pretty interesting too.
Yeah.
Like, basically, if you've always been shit, you never know what awesome is.
For sure. Yeah,
I mean, so the optimum could be average.
It could be, yeah. And I mean, I guess...
Good question, or good feedback, Amy.
That's cool. That's interesting, eh?
What's good is in real time you're literally getting this feedback.
I know, I like it. I want to go more. Come on, guys. I'm like, this is really helpful. This is validation.
This is the market validation.
This is it, yeah.
This is the market validation.
I'm like, come on, guys, don't be shy. Comment. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, she said, and awesome gets better and better. If anyone else got any feedback for Abby, now's the time to do it. Any other stuff? It's quite interesting. Oh, here we go. Matt Stenton, I understand you take readings of the phone, such as impulsive buying, health movements, and your GPS about whereabouts, but how do you read someone's emotional state?
So we did think about that, and obviously originally we were thinking that this headphones thing, that this tech exists, but we're not going to use that. What we're going to do to start with is very simple, 3 times throughout the day, questions, like very simple, easy to use, yes or no, like on a scale of, or whatever, on a scale of 1 to 5, like how happy are you feeling right now? And just little things that take us 1 second, pop up, and so we are going to have to base it, I think, on that to start off with, because these headphones that exist that can tell us whether we're in a calm state are just nobody has that in their hand like they do a mobile phone, so it will be down to push notifications,
But if you were to take it to a practical level, boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband or wife.
We were thinking this, how is she feeling, right?
But this is the problem.
That's what we were thinking.
This is the problem. You'd be like, how's this thing? You're like, I'm fine.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. So you should be lying. You could be tricking, you could be lying into the app.
No, you wouldn't. It's so personal. I don't lie to my sleep cycle app. Like, I tell the truth.
But for the sleep cycle thing, doesn't that tracks your movement in real time, right?
Right, and you can also, there's a few apps like Fitbit and whatever, and like health things, so you type in what you've eaten that day. Like, do you lie about that? Maybe, but like, it depends if you want to make that app work for you, or if you just want to cheat the system.
Technology to make me feel healthier than I am.
Yeah? Okay. Maybe we might try to sell to you then, but it's
cool.
interesting.
And how you been finding it all going pretty good though?
Yeah, it's really cool. I just love, you just meet some really cool people at this. I don't know if anyone listening has done a 48-hour startup camp before, but there's more all over the country, so wherever you are, I'd recommend it. It's invaluable. I've known you for we met the first year, and we've kept in touch, and you just meet some really cool people, and everyone's just keen for you to learn and grow. Yeah, like
there's that 14-year-old kid.
No, but I'm gonna go and have a good yarn to him.
On babysitting,
so
dude,
cool.
and the dude's like entering. He's talking about like flipping Thailand.
I'm scared.
Apps.
He's like, yeah, he's gonna kill it.
What I was saying to him was like, he thinks his age is like against him. I was like, nah, man, like,
it's for you.
It's for
yeah,
you. Like,
hard.
you're about to dominate shit. It's awesome.
Hard. Yeah.
All right.
Hard. All right. Hit Robett up if you have any thoughts on that, and he'll let me know. Thanks, guys.
Bye.